Hello, welcome to an Everyday Canines video. This is the Garden Agility series, and in episode 5 we're going to be looking at S-lines. So we're back again with the garden setup. I've got my 2 flower pots acting as wings, and I've got my insulation foam which is acting as a bar. You don't need height at the moment because we're just teaching a skill, so we're not worrying about height, we're worrying about the skills. S-lines. So an S-line is when the dog comes to the back of the jump, comes over and then comes around this wing. So it looks like a backwards S if you were looking down on it. So this is an advancement of your round the back skills. So if you've been doing loads of work with your rounds, you should be able to move on to this quite easily. So the difference when we're doing this, instead of just standing here, is because we're going to be moving with the dog to shape the S. So how we're going to do it is our dog will go around there, and as they're going around there, we're going to move, and they're going to come in between us and the wing and go off to wherever we need to go next. Shall we show that, Swift? Oh, I've already got something in there. Okay, ready? Come here. Round. Nice, get it. Good girl. Whoop. So hopefully you can see that the more independent your round the back is on that one, the easier it is to perform an S-line. If I have to get right up here with her, so I'm right on top, and then I've got to try and get her around, it's a lot harder, especially if you've got a fast big dog that's going to end up jumping into you and you've got to try and get there. So this is where it's been good. If you've been practicing your independent round the backs, excellent. So I don't give a lot of cues for my S-line. You can potentially tell the dog that they're doing a tight turn here. So in this case, my dog would be turning left. So I could tell her to loop because she's turning left. I don't, I just rely on my body position to tell the dog that they're turning that way. So all I'm using is again my round cue. So if I said round and stood, she should come to me. Good girl. If I do that and go move, come here, Mermaid. Round. You can see she just automatically follows me. So how are we going to teach that? Quite straightforward. We're going to do it by gradually shaping the turn. So initially, I'm going to send her round and drop my toy. So she's coming round, the toy drop tells her I'm coming in there. That shouldn't take long if you've done your previous sessions. Round, she should come in quite simply. Good girl. You missed a bit. So now, Swift, as she's doing that, I want to move it round the wing. So we're going to go round, and I'm going to move a little bit more and drop it there. Obviously you build it up in the stages as your dog succeeds. So if they weren't succeeding there and they didn't know what they should do, then I'd take a step back and work it in even slow increments. Round. Good girl. And now ultimately, with that, what I want to be able to do is throw the toy on, because I don't want them looking at my side. So very quickly, I want to make sure that they're driving on. I don't want them looking at me. So I'm going to take the toy into my arm so I can throw it. Round. Get it. So see how early I threw the toy so that she hadn't even gone round there yet. So that eradicated that need for her to look up at me. Good girl. Now there's a couple of things to bear in mind with the S-line, and that's your arms. Now with Swift I use just one arm, which is round, and I pull in with this arm to get her. I do the same with any round the back. So with me it usually is round and a closed fist pull in. That's what I do. The closed fist means you're collecting and you're coming in, because if you watched the earlier video, you'll know that an open hand spread out like this actually means a pull-in for me. So if I did that too much on there, that could start to get a bit confused. They could wonder, you know, maybe that doesn't mean pull-in as they thought. So here's the thing, when I'm doing my S-line, I want to be in motion and moving off. So if you watch me, I'm actually moving forward the whole time. Some people, for the way they've taught things, prefer to have it so they actually are turning into the dog before they pull them over the S-line. Now that completely throws Swift, as you can see. That completely, she goes, I don't get what that means, because that's not how we do it. Personally, I wouldn't recommend that. If that was something you had to do because that was the handling system you were involved with, you know, and you're teaching that, fine. But if you were starting from scratch, why would you do that, make life hard for yourself? That is hard because you've got to now slow down to get that dog over there, and you can't get ahead. So it's so simple to teach them to do it when you're moving. The other thing I want to show you, and it's something I sometimes do with Sparrow. So Sparrow sometimes hesitates and doesn't take the jump. What she'll do is she'll run straight past it. And sometimes what I do, and what I've been advised to do with her, and that does work, is to use both hands over the jump. So I'm still moving forward, but as I go round, I bring in this arm. I know. So that doesn't work for Swift. I bring in this arm as an extra arm. I've been reluctant to do that because technically, again, that's my pull-in arm. But I have done it, and it does seem to help Sparrow to really pull in. So each dog along as you're training stuff, as I say, you develop, you figure out how you like doing things, and you move on. So as I said, with Sparrow, sometimes she just doesn't quite do what she's supposed to. And it is something I would like to work out and iron out, because I don't really want to have to do this. If I have to do this, my forward motion is curtailed, and I don't like that because I need to go up to what there. So I much prefer it if I can do it on one arm and I can get on with my job and get to where I need to be as a handler. But that's your basic S-line, really easy to do, and once you've got your roundabouts, really easy to train, and a great fun move that you'll find really useful when you're out on courses and you need to get somewhere. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the Everyday Canines YouTube channel, and we've got a Facebook page and Instagram. And if you enjoyed this, then hopefully you'll come back and watch many more of our videos, and we'll see you again very, very soon.